Regret comes in many different forms. Everyone experiences some form of regret in their lifetime and have to deal with it in their own particular ways, depending on the severity of whatever it is that's happened to them, whether it's self-inflicted or not. Regret can come from physical pain, mental strife, or even emotional pain and suffering. I, for one, have experienced many such regrets in my lifetime, all of the above even, but the regret I'm going to be talking about today isn't just in the physical or psychological form. No, I have to say, this regret fills me with literal existential crisis that makes me feel the pain of 1,000 burning fucking suns, as well as the mental strife of approximately 1 billion mentally insane patients suffering in the filthiest asylum imaginable. You see, many people in the Gacha sphere regret pulling for specific characters because they either A, expected the character they got to be better, B, saw another character in the future that snatched their fucking wig, or C, they just absolutely hate their life because they only care about meta and don't actually pull for characters that seem fun to them. When it comes to Augusta and Wuthering Waves, I don't exactly feel any sort of yearning for missing out on a meta character or missing out on a character who is particularly strong or anything, no. I didn't even skip Augusta because I wanted to. I wanted Augusta more than any of the future Wuthering Waves Septimonian characters, but unfortunately, that just couldn't happen. My family, of course, comes first, and I need to make sure they're doing A-okay. I love you, Mom. So, Augusta came, and she left. You see, the reason why I feel this immense pain for missing out on getting Augusta wasn't because of any of the things that I mentioned before, no. The reason why I feel this immense struggle for missing out on Augusta is, well, it's because of fucking this. Now, as you all know, well, I can't really say you all, there's a lot of new people that actually don't know about the Ragashu lore, so I'll say this, the veterans of this channel that have watched this channel ever since I had 500 subscribers, they know that Alpha is my favorite gacha character of all time. I actually owe a lot of my fame and fortune to Alpha. I made a variety of different videos all talking about Alpha, how much I love this character, how much I love playing with this character, how much I love other things about this character. I've made a lot of embarrassing content when it comes to Alpha, and I always used to talk about how much I wanted Alpha to be in Wuthering Waves, and unfortunately, now that's actually a reality, and who the fuck would have thought that I would miss out on a character that quite literally looks so good with an Alpha coating over themselves? I mean, the amount of pain that I feel for not being able to pull this character is immense, and I have to wait until some unknown time that she gets reran. A lot of you know how I feel about this character. I mean, look at the profile picture on the goddamn YouTube channel. There should be a neon sign even outside of my home with an arrow pointing down to where my room is on the second floor saying, hey, this guy is an Alpha simp. You have no idea what it is or how it is that I'm trying to go through this horrific time period in my life. Look, one thing that I will say is that Augusta overall is a great character, and I genuinely did like her gameplay. Her moves looked great, and the cutscenes that I saw her in looked even better. And obviously, I'm going to go on ahead and finally catch up with the Wuthering Waves story now that this whole medical crisis is slowly but surely coming to an end. But I just don't want to wait. I don't want to sit here and have to wait for Augusta to come. And now obviously you guys can bring up amazing points talking about, well, if you wanted this character only because of this mod that was happening, then I mean, maybe you just didn't want the character in the first place. Go turn on some Punishing Gray Raven and watch the magic fly. And in response to that, yes, you're absolutely right. I can always just turn on Punishing Gray Raven, look at my account in which I've spent hundreds of dollars on Alpha alone, as well as spending money on Lucia Pyroth, and I could just play on there. I can enjoy where Alpha actually came from. I can have fun with the character that she's actually from the origin from, but even then, having the opportunity to be able to play as Alpha in an open world instance sounds like a dream come true for me. After all, an old video of mine was literally talking about how I literally just wanted Wuthering Waves to be open world PGR. I didn't care about any of the other stuff that they've been doing, and while granted, I love it. The maps look amazing, the characters look, well, they look very, very attractive. And on top of everything else, the story isn't anything to write home about, but the story is still great. To be honest, while I'm doing the story for Augusta, I wonder if it's going to end up making me want Yuno. I mean, Yuno's outfit looks really good, and I did recently break into the cult of Yuno recently. I ended up stopping by their shrine of foot worship, and I thought it was very interesting. But as I looked past the foot and I looked at other things that I liked the most about her, I was actually thinking to myself, well, maybe it wouldn't be such a bad idea for me to get Yuno. But then again, there is actually someone a little bit more important that's coming over the horizon. I see you, Xany. You're coming in the future. Galbrenna, I'm sorry, but Xany is far more important than you are. I literally only need one more copy of Xany to have her complete, and then I get to run around with literally just her on the team, with no one else that does Spectral Frazzle in sight, and that's going to be a very beautiful day. I think Xany is the person that I ended up using the absolute most wishes on. I think I did almost upwards of 300 to 500 wishes on her or something. I don't even know. Actually, no, that's a lie. Now that I think about it, I ended up buying 2 wave bands and I ended up doing maybe 200 or so pulls, maybe 300 at the most. But anyways, yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing you, Xany. I can't wait to see her completely and utterly, finally, maxed out. And please, for the love of God, Kuro Games, can you release a coding or skin or outfit or however it is Wuthering Waves calls it again for Xany? Maybe put her in the antagonist's outfit that was a part of her story. I saw some screenshots about that, and let me just say, it's incredibly hot. But aside from that, the number one reason why I regret skipping out on Augusta is because of what I just talked about. This looks amazing, even if there's only a grand total of 3 pixels on the screen at the moment. But still, there are other reasons why I regret not having Augusta. She overall has a really great design. I love the way her ultimate is because it reminds me of my favorite boss fight of all time in Firm Software, Malenia, and honestly, I could use some more Malenia in my life. You know what? Maybe I should re-download Elden Ring and go help some people fight her, who knows. If there's anybody that needs help on PlayStation fighting Malenia, if you come across a person named Lady Eleanor, just know I will be able to solo Malenia for you. I mean, seriously, I could probably 1v1 and beat New Game Plus 8 Malenia with my asshole and eyes closed. But anyways, I want you guys to tell me if there's any characters that you regret not being able to pull. Are there any characters that you ended up regretting that you skipped because you ended up listening to some metahead, or because you just ended up trying to convince yourself that this person just wasn't waifu or husbando enough? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyways, as always, aside from my horrific pain that I've been feeling aside, I want you all to take care and peace.